Welcome to Childcare Success Tools. My name is Ashley Benz. I am your childcare business strategizer and mindset mentor. I am also the owner and founder of Childcare Success Tools, which is the #1 online platform for childcare business management. And today we are back with a owner success interview. I am super excited about this interview, guys. And I am so excited to share with you how this owner of a child care center basically increased her enrollment within 90 days of being enrolled in the program, and also how she went from basically not getting paid. So she went from a zero paycheck to making a full-time income within 90 days of being enrolled in my Run It Like a CEO group coaching program. So if you are interested, oh, and by the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Be sure that you give this video a like, be sure that you leave your comments below, and be sure that you subscribe so that you can get access to amazing interviews and videos and all the good stuff that goes on here at Childcare Success Tools. So if you're interested to learn how this owner basically increased her enrollment and her personal paycheck within 90 days of being enrolled in my Run It Like a CEO group coaching program, then stay tuned. I am super excited to be here. I have a special guest joining us today. And today's guest, who is a part of my Run It Like a CEO group coaching program, is CEO Alana Jones. Alana Jones is the owner and director of We Care Child Development Center in Phenix City, Alabama. And I am so excited to have you here, Alana. Alana has been a part of the program. I'm not for sure how long. We'll get into that. But she has really endorsed the program, you guys, just throughout our Facebook community, Facebook groups, webinars. And so I am excited for her to be here today so that you can hear her story of being enrolled in the program and the results that she has gotten. So first of all, Alana, thank you so much for being here today. I know you're busy. You got a lot of things going on. So I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to share my experience and to just talk about how CST has really blessed my business.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and jump in. Tell us a little bit about, tell the viewers a little bit about your background, the history of your childcare business, how long you've been in business, why'd you get started, all that good stuff. So kind of give us a little bit of an intro.
Okay, well, I started my business, actually it was November of 2015. My sister-in-law said, hey, I have a daycare and I'm about to get out of the business. Are you interested? And I said, absolutely. A few months prior to that, I had been looking to purchase a daycare because I've always been an entrepreneur and I've always done things with children, health, and nutrition. And so this was right up my alley. My mother is also a daycare owner and had a family private daycare while I was in high school. So it's something that I've been a part of for about 12 years. So when I saw the opportunity to purchase a daycare, I was all over it. So we opened our doors in May 2016, and people may say, well, that's a long time. When you're dealing with the state, that's what happens.
Right, right.
We opened our doors with 3 children, one of them being mine, and the other 2 being my assistant directors.
Okay.
And we've been full steam ahead since then. As I mentioned, I'm an entrepreneur. It's always been my goal to work with children. And this is just part 1 of a part 2 process for me of having just a whole community center that's focused on children, wellness, and health. So I wanted to get into the center, learn more about how children develop so that I can continue to move along in my career. And also, I have 2 children. And I wanted to build a place where children were nurtured, where they could grow, where they were well taken care of. And so that was a major motivation of developing my own center.
Right. Okay. Okay. So I know that, because I know obviously me and you have kind of, we've talked before, but I know that your focus is health and wellness, and that's kind of what your program is centered around and things like that. So that would almost kind of be like your niche. So, so tell me, Alana, what challenges were you facing that led you to search for help online?
Well, it was pretty interesting. when I opened my doors in May, let's see. Well, really, when I took over the daycare around November, around January, I ended up getting pregnant. And so about the same time I was going to open my center, I was in the beginnings of a pregnancy. And
Right.
so it was almost like I had two babies I was nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot. It was a lot being pregnant and trying to get things running. And you know, I had been in the business world, you know, for about 12 years. And so I thought I was pretty smart, and I thought I could operate a business, and I thought I could operate childcare. I did it before. I've been in classrooms. I helped my mom. But I'm going through this pregnancy and I'm opening this business, and I was overwhelmed. I had a really pretty good staff around me, but we were having staffing issues. So I had a good number one, but the rest of my staff was, it was really, really bad. I was having a problem recruiting children. I mean, I couldn't get anybody to come through my doors. And finances were really, really sticky, because when I took on the daycare, I took it on full time, and I already had a full time other business I was operating. So I'm operating two businesses. I'm pregnant. I have staff problems. I have enrollment issues. And when it finally came time for me to have birth, to give birth in October, I was really considering closing the doors. I said, I'm going to have this baby, and I'm going to close the doors of the center and just focus on my baby.
Right.
But I was out on maternity leave, and I had left my number one person in charge, and she was doing a really good job. And, you know, just doing as effective as I was. But I knew that when I came back from maternity leave, I was going to close the doors. And so when I was out on maternity leave, I was on my Facebook one day, and CST popped up.
Okay.
And so what I did, I went onto the YouTubes, and I watched all the YouTubes, and I implemented every one of the YouTubes. And then I said, hey, this is working. And then you were offering additional help. And I said, well, maybe I should just take a chance, because at this point I don't have anything to lose, because I'm going to close my doors.
Right.
And so after I watched the YouTubes and I implemented, and the first thing I implemented was just using the Facebook ads. Within days, I had kids walking through my door.
Wow.
And I just came back from maternity leave, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be closing my doors, but I got kids walking in. And so I talked to my mom, and I said, Mom, I think I'm going to partner with this lady. And she's like, well, you don't have anything to lose. And so that's what I did. And I think that was around, it had to be around December or January where I made the decision to go ahead and partner with CST.
Right, right. So one thing that I heard you say, or that just kind of triggered a question for me, was I know that you said that you was on YouTube basically. So are you saying that the even the free things, the free information that you got from me on YouTube actually was helping you?
Yeah. What I watched the customer service and the enrollment building, the free enrollment building. Okay. That was the first one that I watched. And I just did the Facebook portion, you know, and it's been a while now, so I can't remember everything I did, but I do remember Facebook being a large part of it, because as soon as I found out about it and it started working, I called my mom and told her to do it, and it started working for her too. I haven't even shared that with you.
Oh, wow.
I told my mom a couple of things, and she's doing it as well. I started with the free YouTubes, and at first I was really tempted to just do the YouTubes and just leave it right there. But you said something that really keyed it in, and I might not say it the way that you said it, but you said you need to invest in yourself. Yeah. And it's important for you to invest in your business. And that's actually, to me, that's an important part of business, is that you're always doing things to promote your growth. And so you said that to me, and I was like, I'm going to try it.
Okay. And I know that is something that a lot of, I don't know what it is with the childcare, you know, industry itself, but the only thing that we are taught to invest in is like trainings, you know, child development trainings, but we're not really, the industry doesn't really teach about investing in, like, you know, business coaching and things like that. So I'm glad that you said that, because you do have to, you know, those of you that are watching this right now, you do have to invest in and growing yourself. So, okay. So now, how did you learn about the group coaching program? Was it through YouTube, or was it through a webinar, or what do you remember of that?
At the end of one of the YouTubes, you offered the coaching program, and you happened to be doing a special at that time, where we could come and join a webinar, one of the first webinars. And then we had like 2 days to kind of make a decision. And I can't remember what the first webinar was.
I know the first one I did was back in, I did one, it was called, what was it? I had 3 of them running, because I was like, I'm going to do 3, and I'm going to run them August, what was it? August, September, October. So it might have been the one that I did back then, which was, it wasn't putting all the pieces together, but you know what? I don't even remember myself.
It was putting the pieces together. That is the one.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the one. And I think you might have had 2 running at the same time, because I think I ended up taking 2 of them, but I do remember the title, Putting the Pieces Together. Yeah.
Okay. And so a lot of times, I feel that a lot of people are in your same situation. They either watch my YouTube videos or they on a webinar, and they hear the offer that I have to be able to help them further. And so what was it for you that pretty much, just, and now you might have already answered this question, but where you took the leap of faith? Because I feel like when you're online, number one, it's like, you don't really know. Once you basically pay for something, then I know if you're like me and everybody's like me, I'm thinking, well, now, I hope I get my money back. I hope it's not a scam. Yeah. So what was it for you that made you feel comfortable to say, you know what, I'm just going to give this a try?
Because there was nothing else out there like this. I mean, I'm always looking for sources to grow, and I couldn't find, even the other day when you told us that our payroll should be around 60%, I've been looking for that number for almost 2 years now. Because the industry I came from, we have numbers, we have, different indicators to let us know if we are doing well or not. And there was nothing out there. And so I was already aware that I needed some more resources. And your information was presented very well. It was expert advice, and it worked. The free stuff worked. So I said, if the free stuff is going to work, the minimal cost stuff, because I don't consider this expensive at all, it's going to work. And I just knew it, and I prayed about it. When I talked to my mom was like, you don't need another bill. That's what she said to me. And so she was kind of like, no, you don't need another bill. I'll continue to help you. And my mom's been very, very helpful with me, but she's in another state, and it's really hard to get help when I need it. So I even against my mom's, advice, I said, I'm going to do it, because I'm also a person, I don't believe in recreating a wheel. I feel like there are people who are smarter, more experienced than me. And when you talked about your years of experience, you've been down in the trenches. And I really, honestly, I invested in you. And the way that you come off and the expertise that you have, I knew that could help my business grow. And it was something I just know. I just knew when I decided to take the course, that this was going to work. And the proof is in the pudding. When I tell you the numbers, you will know.
Okay. Right. Okay. I am loving this. All right. So let's get into the stuff that everybody wants to know, because I know they're listening to this and they're probably thinking, oh, this is great and all that good stuff. But since you've been enrolled in the group coaching program, how much has your enrollment increased?
Okay, now the number, when I left to go out on maternity leave, I was at 17 children. Okay. And that was about a total income of about 7.6K. Okay. Now, at the end of March, I was at 26 children.
Mm.
at 21.9K.
Oh, wow. Wow, Alana, that is, so you know what? I'll have to do the math after this video is over with to kind of see what the,
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but, and we're
okay,
talking about since January to March, and I can't remember what day I enrolled on. It might have been last year sometime, maybe December,
right,
but I'm just looking at this year. Now, my expenses have went up, of course. You know, like you
right.
mentioned with the budgeting class, the last course you said that payroll's gonna go up, and it did. It
Mm.
did.
So basically, you went from 17 to currently you have 29.
26.
26. Okay. And then how many are you licensed for, Alana?
35.
35. Okay. Okay. Which is still not bad. I mean, obviously, 17 to 26, and you're not far away from actually, filling yourself up to capacity. So basically, you went from 17 to 26. Your capacity is at 35. I just checked, and you have been enrolled in the program since January. So basically, from January, February, March, this is April. So we might as well just say within 3 months, basically your childcare business changed. That is like that. That's. Yeah. I mean, I'm like you. The proof is in the pudding. Okay.
Sorry.
So tell me, how much has revenue? We talked about revenue. So basically, right now you were at 7.6K. Now you're at 29K. What about profits for your childcare business? How has that increased? Or you personally, what has this increase in enrollment numbers? What has it done for you personally as far as your personal income?
The profits for the daycare itself, I haven't seen much change for the profits itself because I have started paying myself. So
right.
As profits started coming in, I had to start taking a paycheck, because you have to understand, I have not been paid since I opened my doors in May. So from May to January, I have been investing, making contributions rather than drawings from the business. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So starting actually February of this year, I started paying myself. So,
okay.
So as far as personal pay went, I went from no income for myself in January of this year to February. I was able to take home a minimal amount as a paycheck for myself to March, where now I am making enough money as much as like a full-time position. So
Okay.
I'm super excited about that. My husband is super excited about that. And, there are days which are still harder, but I mean, I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. And just for you being in the program, Alana, just for 3 months, that's some results right there. Because what this is showing is that basically your business right now is, there's a trend that's showing that obviously, it's going up. And so, you still have room. You've got, 26. So you got room for 9 more children. And I mean, just imagine, what those 9 children are going to do when you get, when you're able to get those into your program. So I believe that is a really good achievement. And to do all that within 3 months, like that's pretty much 90 days, right? I mean, you hear these programs, you hear these different stuff out there, increase your income or whatever within 9 days. Well, you did that. So that is what the heading is going to be when I do this video.
And I will also say too, I've been taking the budgeting class, and I found out my break-even point, not my break-even point, my profit point is 5 more kids. So it's I don't even have to get to that 9.
It's how many did you say?
I only need 5 more to get to that profit area. So I don't even have to get to 9, so 9 would be like gravy, but 5 would be where I could get paid, and in the center we can start bringing in profits too.
Right. I like that. And so for the viewers out there that, that's watching this, what Alana is referring to is the fact that because she is enrolled in the group coaching program, she gets access to my entire online campus. It's got all of my courses, enrollment building. I just released a course called Childcare Business Budgeting Made Easy. And so Alana was able to basically come up with the number that she needs to not only break even, but to profit. And so that is, Alana, that is like, wow, because 5 more children, and you know, that means that you're basically going from, you're going from this level that you're at right now to another level in your childcare business. That's doable, right? 5 kids that's easy. You know, with all the systems and things like that in place. So, okay, let me ask you this question. How easy, or what would you say is a difficult level when it comes to actually executing the things that I teach in the program?
The hardest part for me is probably organizing it into my already busy day. You have to make a decision to do it. And if you don't make a decision to implement, then nothing's going to change. You're just going to be listening to good information that has no fruit. And so I had to, one of the things you taught us is how to plan on our calendars. And so I've had to, that's a struggle for me because naturally I don't do that.
Right.
Naturally I am a procrastinator and I'm naturally unorganized. So for me personally, that was the hard part, is the actual, you know, making sure that I followed through with it. I found myself rewatching the tutorials, and I found success. If I watch it 2 times, then I'm probably going to go ahead and implement it and to its full capacity. But I usually go through the trainings once just to get a gist of it and start my brain working, and then second time I will go and implement it. But I think the time factor is
right.
the major thing.
Okay.
But not the time that it requires to implement. It's a time of stopping myself from everything else that I'm doing and making it a priority.
Yeah. And I think that's going to be, you know, that's going to be pretty basic for most child care owners and directors, because this is something obviously that you are not used to doing. And so it's like you're having to basically rewire yourself to invest in yourself. I know even for myself, obviously investing in Ashley as a child care business owner when I ran Ashley Angels was something I did not do until, you know, one day I just over time, you know, you read and research and looking at other, you know, people that I admire, business people and celebrities or whatever you want to call it, things like that. And I learned that, okay, I have to invest in myself. And so I know that's something that I do tell everybody when they enroll in the program, is the fact that, you know, you do have to look at every time you log into CST, that is time that you are investing in yourself and your business and the life that you're wanting to live. So I'm glad that you said that, because the reality of it for those that are you all that are watching is that this is something that you have to commit to. And so just like anything else, you know, you take a sports player or somebody on a sports team or whatever, they have to commit to coming in and practicing and then, you know, executing. So it is something that you have to commit to. But one thing I liked about what you said, Alana, is the fact that the program, it's there. So you can watch it day and night, whenever you need to. And you can go in and watch it as many times as you need to get it to stick for yourself. So that is, I am so proud of you, Alana, because I know that, like I said, you know, Alana has endorsed the program just throughout the Facebook groups and community, our online communities and things like that. And I remember when you had put in there 5 reasons why you need to join the program. And I was like, I have got to get her on, because obviously she is getting the results. The one thing I want to say, though, to those that are watching, you have to implement, you got to execute this stuff. Alana just said that, you know, you have to execute and implement. It's not going to happen just sitting and watching it. So for For those that are already in the program and you feel like you're not getting results, if you're not implementing, nothing from nothing equals nothing, right? So I'm glad that that Alana, right now, you are the prime example of executing and even working around it. There's days I'm sure that you may not have time, but you figure it out. You figure it out. And that's what we do when we want to really be successful at something.
Yes.
So, what has the program done to make your systems and processes less stressful?
Number one, it gave me almost like a shell where I just popped my information into it. And that's the type of person I am. I'm a quick mover, and I don't have a lot of time to waste or a lot of time to spare. So having an outline of steps 1 to 10, how you get it done, where you fit yourself into it, where you fit your goals, your vision for your center into it, that is a godsend. I mean, it's worth it because I don't have to use my brain power trying to figure out how to get this locomotive moving. I can use your brain power and the brain power of other providers in our group. Having a program that already gives you the steps and how to implement, it was what I needed. I mean, because most directors and owners probably can say that we are just extremely busy throughout the day. And there's not a lot of, I think before this point of joining CST, I don't know if I had ever thought about the growth of my business. And I know that sounds crazy, but all I could think about was the day-to-day and really, just only viewing it right here. What you have taught me is to view it from here, to kind of look at it from like a whole perspective and even to look towards the future. And my mind is always gearing that way. And I'm not as involved in the day-to-day. I'm only here at the center today because I sent 2 of my managers off to training. That's the only reason I'm here at the center. I always have the flexibility. Probably in the last 2 months, I have the flexibility of coming in day-to-day. I mean, I don't have to step foot, but it wouldn't be a good idea not to ever step foot into the center.
Right.
But I mean, I have the flexibility of being in the center and out of the center. And for me, that's what I need for the quality of life and the lifestyle that I live.
Right. And that definitely kind of shifts us into the next question, which is our last question. The program is designed to teach you how to not only enrich the lives of children and families, but enrich your own life. So I know you just already said that you've got that flexibility. Just tell the viewers, how has that enriched your own life? Because I honestly, I know, I've been there, so I know that, being able to have a business that allows you to be flexible with your schedule is that's what I've always wanted. When I was running Ashley Angels, that was my end goal. And I'm glad that you said that, that the program and myself have helped you to think pretty much, and that's why we call it Run It Like a CEO, because CEOs look at it with a bird's eye view instead of the day-to-day. And yes, you are so right that directors and owners get caught up in that day-to-day, which does not allow them the flexibility to basically enrich their own lives. So tell me how the program has enriched your life, Alana, as a director, as a mom, as a wife, all that good stuff.
Well, I guess I have to begin with, before I joined the program, I was working 6 to 6. And as I mentioned before, I have another business, but I'm also a wife to a pastor, and we have a very busy church life.
Yeah.
I'm also a mother to a 3-year-old and now a 6-month-old. So I have a very busy personal life. And then my career is very important to me. Being in health and wellness, working with children, it's been my life, probably actually since I was 16 years old. And so I have to stay in this field. And but the way that I was going, I was heading towards burnout.
Yeah.
And I was really angry. I mean, for a while, I was like, why did I take on this project? You know, I went from a very well-paying job to come and do the daycare. And so our finances really hit the muck when our baby was being born in last October. So just in the last 3 months, we are finally able to breathe.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, you know, the mortgage collectors were at the door, and we were, cars were looking to be repossessed, you know, but now in this first half of 2017, we can breathe. You know, we can say by the end of this year, we will be back to normal, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would have got here on my own. You know, I believe in prayer, and I live a life unto Christ, and I definitely believe in all that, but I believe the Lord sends tools. And for those who don't believe in the Lord, I believe that karma sends tools,
Right.
you know, that the universe surrounds you with things and opportunities. And for me, this was the opportunity to really make the dreams that God has given me come true.
Yeah.
And I know I could just see, I mean, like, as I mentioned in the beginning, this is part one of a part two project. I see part two coming into fruition before the end of the year. And the same tools that I'm using here, I'll be doing my next one-on-one will actually be about my next project. So when I do my one-on-one with you, Ashley, it's going to be about moving into the next things, because now I have the flexibility to pursue all of my goals. Because this baby right here, We Care Child Development Center, is growing up fine. And I think it's due to the partnership with CST.
Well, I love to hear that, because when I created the program, you know, my goal, Alana, was I didn't want something that people were going to be paying for and not getting it. And so when I hear what the program has done for somebody's family life, like, to me, that is ultimate satisfaction. Because I have, you know, I've been in programs and things like that, not only for childcare business, but just business in general and things of that nature. And I'm a worker, so if you tell me how to do something, I'm going to do it. But I've paid out my money for different things, and it just didn't work. So I'm just really thankful that number one, that whatever the day was that you found, got a hold of my YouTube channel, and God basically led you into this group coaching program. I am so thankful that He led you here, and that the program that I created has, you know, basically changed your lives and basically get you guys back to where you started before you opened up your childcare business. And so, what would you say to someone that is just getting started? Because I have a lot of people out there that are just getting started. They don't know kind of where to start. Would you say that this program would be for them?
I wish I would have had this program November of 2015, because that would have meant by May 2016, we would have been rocking and rolling, and I wouldn't have had to go through 9 months of just really not knowing what to do, you know, just living the day to day. You know, the financial problems were really, really the hardest part. And I wouldn't advise people to go through building any kind of business without resources. And this is a resource, and it's probably the best resource they could invest in just beginning their programs. I wouldn't, if I would have known about this, I would have been doing this for the last 2 years, you know?
Right.
So I absolutely recommend it. I've recommended it to other people who have talked to me about starting their own childcare business. You know, I don't think everybody understands the idea of investing in yourself. But if you're smart, if you listen to smart people, they're always reading They're always talking to other smart people.
Right.
They're always talking to people with more experience than them. And this program it's a full package. It tells you how to get from beginning to the end goal. And so I absolutely recommend it for those people starting, those people in it, those people who've been doing it for 20 years. This is the way to go. And it's here for you. And I don't know why you wouldn't do it.
Well, I appreciate that. And also another question popped in my head, and we'll be almost done here, Alana, because I know you got things going on. But what, well, actually, there's two more questions. Okay, so within the 90 days, I'm sure somebody might be wondering, like, what did you do? So can you just kind of give a summary within the 90 days? What did you do to increase your enrollment? Because that's kind of where everybody usually struggles with, and everybody's always stuck in that that realm of not being able to increase their enrollment. So what did you do, or what did the program help you do? Just kind of give a little bit of a summary as to, what the program taught you to do to get your enrollment from 17 to 26.
The first was the outreach on Facebook. I stopped all my paper stuff, like cards and flyers, which I don't really think were very effective to begin with, but it was what everyone else was telling me to do. And so I switched all over to social media. And I actually did the package where you recommended that we invest $150 to $300 in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I did. I made all the flyers from the templates that CST CST gave us. And so I did all that on Facebook. And then when people came in, I had tours set up. I had a phone call log set up. And really that's really what got the ball rolling. I started bringing the people in. And once the people started coming in, then I started to focus on the things like, customer service, and really working with my staff on making sure that we are promoting our vision, and that it almost oozes out of us that this is a place where people are going to, basically, that we care about kids, we care about the center, we care about how we interact with families. So that was like the second thing we did, we focused on our vision, and that was part of your trainings too, is like the vision, and like having a vision for staff. Yeah, but I know the first thing out the box was the social media, and also building my website. I had a website, but I didn't have anything driving people to the website. So Facebook ads did that. And those were the first things. I think now what I'm working on is now kind of shoring up the finances, because that now I got to learn, since I got people coming in, I got 20, I lost my number now, 29 kids. Oh, I lost my number now.
I think it was 26, or is it 29?
Yeah, 26. Okay. I'll go look at my budgeting sheet. But now that I have that many kids in here, I have to learn how to better utilize the finances and the proper amount of staffing. And that's what I'm learning about now. So, I mean, that's where I would start pretty much with the enrollment building kit. Is I did everything that was in there. And I modified it for myself, for us, like, for instance, like baking the cookies. I couldn't get my staff to do that, and I really, really wanted them to do that, but I couldn't get them to do that. But they did buy into, making the senses respond. So they definitely made things smell good, made everything visually. I mean, I wish I would have took a before and after picture of like the visuals, how the visuals have changed in our center. Because they are grasping the whole vision of where we're going and how things should look and how they should look to parents. And the team has been pretty responsive, but I would say the enrollment building toolkit is where I would begin again. Okay.
And then the last question, do you feel like that the price that the program do you feel like that it is worth the investment? And do you feel like the program pays for itself?
Oh, the program pays for itself. I mean, to me, it's like pennies. If I don't have it, I'm going to scrape pennies to get it so that I can make sure
Right.
I have my enrollment every month, because it's invaluable. I mean, I was just doing the budgeting last night, while I'm laying down in the bed with my children, and I'm learning more about, how I should be budgeting. And I came in today and I implemented something, and I'm already going to see the fruits of that.
Right.
So it is worth every dollar. And I plan on being a lifetime member. So
All
we're just gonna have to,
right.
you know,
Okay. Okay. And yeah, for those of y'all that are watching, the program itself is pennies. I mean, one child, if you just get one child in from the program, the one child will pay for the program. So, okay, Alana, well, listen, I know you've got a lot of things going on, and all those good things, but I really, really, really just want to say thank you so much for just being you. Alana, I have watched you in the program. And of course, I watch all of my directors and owners. I know I can see what people are doing, what they're not. And I see, if somebody's not getting results, I kind of know why. And I can see what's going on. And with you, Alana, you really just you came into this program, you rolled up your sleeves, and, the attitude that you have, and what I like about you, Alana, is that before you sit there and say that something doesn't work, you're going to give it all you've got. And I love that about you. And I want to just thank you so much for just, endorsing the program and just sharing it with others, and all of that, because as you said in the beginning, the proof is in the pudding. So thank you so much, Alana, for taking out time out of your busy CEO day and life, to come here and share your Run It Like a CEO group coaching program, owner success story with us. And I hope that within the next maybe 6 months or something like that, we're able to get back on here and you can share more as to what the program, is continuing to do for you, your childcare business, your family life, and just enriching your life as a whole. So I really do appreciate it, Alana, you being here today.
thank you for having
You
me.
guys. Well, once again, I would like to thank Alana for her time today and sharing her results and being enrolled in my Run It Like a CEO group coaching program. And for those of you out there that are looking for something, okay, and I know that you're there, because if you have stick with us this long, then I know that you're looking for something. This is it. Okay. Once again, there is nothing out there like this. I am the Childcare Success Tools as a whole is the #1 online platform in the world for childcare business management. And so, like Alana said, the proof is in the pudding. The program works. That within 90 days, Alana was able to basically increase her childcare business revenue from 7.6 thousand to 29,000. That basically was the results of going from 17 children to 26 children. And she's got a capacity of 35. And I mean, obviously, that's going to continue to grow. So, I just want you to know that this program works. If you're looking for something, this is it, guys. And let me just say this about the price of it. It is pennies. It is absolute pennies. Basically, just to kind of give you a roundabout as to how much the program costs. And I don't want to really say how much it costs on a video, just because if anything ever changes with the price of the program, then I've got basically a video up here that says it's one price, and then it might confuse somebody later on. But right now the price is where it's at. I really think that it's a great price for childcare owners and directors. But let me just put it to you this way as far as how much the program costs. Basically, if you have, let's say, one child in your program and you were charging at least $100, okay, so that could even be a part-time child. The program basically, or the child the enrollment that you have in for $100 will pay for the program, and you would only have to take less than half of that to pay for the program. Okay. So it's a really great investment if you are a childcare owner and director. You really just need, you want to take your business to the next level like Alana just did. The program works, okay? So if you are interested in joining me and Alana and Carolyn and everyone else in the Run It Like a CEO group coaching program, we would love to invite you and encourage you to go ahead and just join. Once again, there's no contracts. So even if you just want to try it out, there's no contracts. I mean, it's a month-to-month thing. You can cancel at any time. And we're just excited to be able to give you your official CEO welcome into the program so that you can really start making your childcare business, be something that you're proud of and be something that not only enriches the lives of children and families, but your own life by, maybe you're out there, you're not getting a paycheck right now. Okay. Or maybe, your enrollment numbers are low, or maybe you are getting paid, but your staff is all over the place. You just don't have the systems in place, or you just feel like you don't have control of your business. The Run It Like a CEO group coaching program and everything I have in there, all the content that I offer in my online campus, which you get access to, is there for you. Like Alana just said, it's a shell. So I've done all the thinking, I've done all the trying, I've gotten the trenches, I done did all that. Okay, I'm making it easy for you to come and implement and then go off and live your life the way that you want to live that. Okay, that is my goal for anyone that's enrolled in this program. Okay, and that is the reason why that I make the program very, very cheap. It's cheap, guys. Okay, I made it cheap, and the reason why I did that because I want owners and directors across the entire world. I just don't want to impact a little group of people here. I want to impact the world with this program, and I know that it can do that. Okay, I'm very confident that it can do that. I have left a link below for you so that you can go over and learn about the program and go and look at it, see how much it costs and all that good stuff. And be sure that you enroll in the program. Okay, just like I said, it's no contract agreements. Okay, so you can try it out if you don't like it, but I guarantee you, once you enroll in this program and you see how much stuff that you have access to help you manage your childcare business, you're going to be hooked. So thank you so much for joining me again on another Childcare Success Tools Owner Success Interview. Thank you so much, Alana. You did such a great job. Be sure that you be sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Give Alana a thumbs up. Congratulate her by giving her a thumbs up with the success that she's had within 90 days. I am so, even just me saying that, I'm so excited for her to have that success because the next 90 days is just going to be more impactful for her. So I'm super excited to continue just to watch her journey. But give her a thumbs up. Leave your comments below. Congratulate her, and just spread your encouragement and excitement about the program and about what you learned today with this owner success interview. Also, if you are new to Childcare Success Tools, be sure that you subscribe. Be sure that you hit that subscribe button, subscribe so that you can get access to updates of videos like this. I do all kinds of videos. And so just on childcare business management, how to run your childcare business. I do series and all that good stuff, and you don't want to miss that on that. I also do free webinar trainings that you don't want to miss out on. So be sure that you subscribe to this channel. And once again, thank you so much. I am sending you my prayers until the next video. I'm sending you my prayers of encouragement and my prayers of success your way for your childcare business journey that you are on right now, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. So thanks so much, guys, for watching. Thank you again, Alana, and God bless.